Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening, victorious ones. I done snuck one on y'all. I just was able to actually come out of a meeting with my personal life coach, Latoya Okia, and it just inspired me to come on here and press play. So that's what I'm doing. My spirit just leaping right now. My spiritual baby leaping. So let me come on here. Well, God said, let me come on here, daughter, and feed his victorious one. So I was just on a strategy call with her, just strategizing business and just talking about some things as God is growing me behind the scenes on different areas of my life, right? And this the message that God put in my spirit to come talk to y'all about. What's your exit strategy? What is your exit strategy? There may be something in your life that you like, it's not changing. It's just the same. Everything looked the same. Like, I'm not changing. This job situation not changing. My kids and their behavior isn't changing. This relationship or this friendship isn't changing. My mindset isn't changing. My perspective of growth isn't changing. Right? When you really start getting those feelings or start questioning yourself in those areas, which I had to start doing on my personal journey as I'm even growing now. It's a daily thing, y'all, right? But once I started being able to look myself in the mirror and question myself on those hard things, like, what is the exit strategy? What is it that I need to do? I'm going to talk about your coach Monica, me, but I wanted to resonate with your spirit. I'm talking from my heart right now. Because God said, get on here and press play, y'all. Usually I'm in the bed by now, but I just got off of Zoom literally, and God said, nah, keep on watering the seed that I've given you, the victorious ones. So on my obedience, I'm going to do what God say do. And you do the same thing, but I'm going to stick to this message. What's your exit strategy? We got to be able to have a strategy or a plan of action to accomplish that goal that God needs you to start accomplishing or taking care of. It's easy to watch everybody else's life unfold how they need it to. And you be like, they just doing so great. But what about me? But what about you? What about you? You can do it too. You can do it too. You have to start even with the baby steps, with telling yourself, I can do it. Whatever that dream you got, you can make it a reality. And it's your dream. Don't make your dream somebody else's dream. Meaning, like, somebody tell you, oh, you need to be this in life. You have to be that. It was a time in my life when I was growing up, I felt like I had to go to school for this particular reason because so-and-so said to do it. But I don't feel like that in my heart. That's what I was built to do because I wasn't passionate about it. Now God has gifted me with the ability and given me vision for the victorious ones. Now I know what my passion is in life. Through the pain and the things that I've been through, it allowed to give me vision. But it all started with an exit plan. It was a season in my life, like 3 years ago, when I reached my one of my darkest states. And I can't blame nobody but me. I couldn't blame the devil. I couldn't blame nobody else. I had to blame me. I had to look me in the mirror. That me versus me. And I'm like, what am I doing that's not causing my life to become better? My mindset is the same or getting worse. I'm putting myself in these toxic relationships and it wasn't working. I couldn't blame the individual. It was me putting myself in those relationships. You can't blame the jobs that we own. And the people, it ain't about the jobs of the people. It's about the person we need to become in order to God to take us to where we need to go for the next season of our life. Because right now, there's more. I actually wore my There's More bracelet today because I needed a reminder that there's more. So let something be your reminder that there's more. Let this video be the reminder to tell you that there's more. Think about it. I don't know if y'all familiar with this, but I'm familiar with the procedures with the airplane. Whenever you're in the airplane and you sitting in the exit row, the stewardess have to come to you and first make sure that you're old enough. And then the man or woman will ask you, do you want to sit in the exit row? So they give you permission. So that's what God asking you today. He asking you from your heart, asking your permission. Because it's a choice. Are you going to take that exit out of whatever it is that's holding you to bondage? I said what I said. And if you can't figure out what that thing is, it's time to get to yourself, cut the TV off, cut the music off, cut the phone off even if you got to, and sit with yourself and figure out what that thing is. You got to get to the root of it in order to start digging at it and unrooting it out of your spirit. And it's worth digging up. Because you can't put something new when the old's still there. Because this is the revelation God even gave me today when I was thinking and talking unto him. We try to put something new next to something that's hurt, buried, messed up, damaged. The new will grow up and the old will grow up next to it. And the old might choke out the new. Because you haven't grown enough, strong enough to dig out the old man, the old mindset, the old people. God need that old stuff to really be dug out, exited out, in order for the new to be able to be watered and germinated and grow into that beautiful flower that he need to make us into. You can't ignore the old, that hurt, that pain, by covering up. And y'all know what I'm talking about when I say cover it up. We use situations and things to cover it up. Nah, it's time to unbury that stuff, y'all. To become a better version of you for you. And then when you become a better version of you for you, you'll start seeing the fruit of your family just becoming whole. Y'all, because when I tell y'all, now that I can look at my kids and I took accountability on my part of the trauma I was causing in my kids, and I can look at the fruit of me dealing with that trauma, sitting my kids down, and we got in a season of healing, and I can look at their smiles now, their genuine smiles. I can listen to their laughs now. I can see when they're not afraid or scared to come talk to their mama because she won't get mad at them or yell or talk to them rude. Because when you got buried hurt and buried bitterness, it does not make you a bad person, but it does radiate bad energy to the things and people that don't deserve it. And the only way you can face that is to really face it and stop blaming everybody else. Stop blaming everybody else. We can't keep blaming the person that did it. We can't keep blaming the situation itself. Yes, feel it. I'm not saying don't feel it. I'm saying it's the point of us facing it. Self-accountability. That's the word I was searching for. And God told me to come on here, y'all, at 10:22 p.m. Yeah. And thank all of you that's on here growing with me. Because that's the revelation I even got tonight as I was speaking with my life coach on the Zoom call tonight. God has built a tribe, or is building a tribe of people. Put me on the mission field to bring us together so we can get the formula to overcome. To be victorious, no longer victims. And when I say victim, I'm talking about the mindset. The bondage of, I can't become better. It's only for them type of people. You them type of people, because you God child. Listen to me now. Come on now. You God child. You those type of people that you looking at and trying to envy and emulate. You God child. You victorious. Come on, you chosen for a time as this. Just like anybody else. God is no respecter of person. He don't look at the skin or the outward appearance like the world do. God look at your heart. So he need us to work on that heart to become whole. So that we can be able to help our brother and sister in Christ and really be living what we talking. Not just saying it. Perfect? No. But intentional? Yes. Intentional the way you be like, God be like, he'll get in you real hard like me. Monica, that ain't like you. Even if it ain't something somebody did to me. God be like, still be nice. Still be the woman of God that I made you to be in this season and for the rest of your life. In spite of. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to carry the light that God has given me. So you carry the light God has given you. We're not in the dark. God has brought y'all, and when I tell you this with everything in me right now, God has brought y'all to the victorious ones. He brought y'all here. Because when God gave me vision behind the scenes, like as it was coming together, the puzzle pieces, I prayed to God, and I was like, I need you to tell me what you need. You know, what? He said, Monica, what you going to do is you're going to turn that pain into purpose. That's what God said. And he said, you don't worry about nobody's opinion. Don't worry about nobody's validation. Don't worry about who supports you. Just do what I ask you to do. And I said, okay. That's what I'm going to do. And you do the same thing. You heal for you. Go through your season of healing. If you don't have nobody to talk to, you got God. That's what I did, y'all, for about 2 years. Me and God. And it's still like that. I have a dime-sized community of people that's close with me. And I understand why. Everybody is not meant to be a part of the inner you who God has created. Because that's them boundaries. It's necessary. We protect this house at night when it's dark outside. Our windows are locked. Our doors are locked. Our cars are locked. So why can't you make sure your heart is guarded? Not saying I have a cold heart. Catch it in the spirit and the energy. Always have a heart of love. You know, that's how God made us. God made us with love. But life may have been life and caused things in us to make us feel like, you know, different. But that's what God said. You got to unbury it, daughter, son. Come on. Think about it. A shovel got to get in there and unbury that dirt. Yeah. And it don't feel good. But then that pain help you remind you where you come from. It help you know, wow, God, thank you for helping me overcome that pain that I thought was going to take me out. Thank you for helping me overcome that pain. Everybody talking about me, making me feel bad. And they didn't even know the full story. They just, did you hear about so-and-so? That's that hurt. When everybody talking about your pain and they don't even know the true story behind what you're going through. And I said it, going through. You're not staying there. Come on, it's time to pick that mat up. Dust it off. That mat is you. Stop letting people walk all over you. Hold our head up, loving ourselves, smiling. Come on. It's time to start working on the you for you. And if you looking to invest in yourself, God has sent you to the victorious ones. Continue to watch the videos on the Facebook community. And here on the Facebook community, I'm going to put my YouTube in the comments. So y'all click in the comments and go over to my YouTube channel. And y'all will be able to see all the lives that's on there. Yes, I do lives on here. It ain't about you having to catch the live. I do this just to make sure I do what God needs me to do. And in my spirit, you know. So it's no excuses, is what I'm saying. Y'all take my energy for love right now. I've been up since 4 this morning, but God said, still come on. Like, I went to work. I did my physical job. And after that, I did some self-care after work. After that, I've been on a Zoom session working behind the scenes on myself. Now God told me, he literally told me, come on here and talk to y'all. So I'm doing the work. So you do the work too. We can't keep making excuses. We got the phone in our hand, scrolling, looking at everybody else's life. But what have you done to invest in your life? Scrolling, making sure your life is stable. I said what I said. And if it hurts you for me to say this to you, it's out of love. What have you done to invest on your growth? You watching this video, so be proud of yourself for that. You ain't clicked off, oh, that's boring. It ain't for entertainment. It's to learn and build your mindset up. Come on now. Think about it. When anything else around you, like people leave, stuff get destroyed, you lose stuff in your life. The only thing you're going to have when all else fails is you're going to have God in your mind. You're going to have God in your mind and your strength. So you need your mind to be strong. So whenever this stuff try to come against you, which no weapon formed shall prosper, you got to be able to know that in your mind to be able to keep enduring. And I tell y'all this with everything in me. People look at my story. How do you do it raising 4 young men, just you and God? I do it because God has given me the strength and the authority to do it. Because there was a time in the season I didn't have the mindset to think I could do it. I would fall for individuals, feeling like I had to be in a relationship. And that's what was put me in the dark because I was living not in the right way. Mindset. I was living how I thought the world needed Monica to look. But now I'm on this path and this journey. And the last 3 years of my life has been the most fulfilling. The most fulfilling. Lots of tests and trials, y'all. But it has made me stronger. Yeah. And points where I thought I would give up. I just be like, this ain't. God has made me to where, nah, I told you to stand strong. So I want to be able to help y'all to know you can stand strong too. It ain't about your past. It ain't even about your current situation. It's about where God is taking you. But there's steps and level to this thing. Yeah. So I ain't going to be up here much longer until y'all got to get me some rest, y'all. I got to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning. Don't be surprised if y'all see me up with a video of God and put it in my spirit, because I'm about to work this thing like God said, work it, to be able to encourage y'all. Yeah. He done put a mandate on me now, y'all. More so than ever. Yeah, so I'm gonna do what God has commanded unto my heart to do. Because he said all that pain you done been through, daughter, it wasn't for you to continue to think that it wasn't used to help other people. So what's your exit strategy on the day? We open the door every day to our rooms. We open the door every day to our cars. What's your exit strategy? And if you need help guiding you onto that, I am a professional certified life coach for the kingdom of God. I always have to say that, because any information I'm going to give y'all coming straight out of our instruction manual. Right here. It ain't coming out of my mind. It's the stuff God has given me to give y'all, because I have to still do the work behind the scenes. For whom is given, much is required. But the requirement is that I can help people that's feeling like they can't do it. But you can. You can. It ain't about your struggle. It ain't about your testimony. The test is used to give you glory unto God. Come on now. Y'all keep being encouraged. Keep being encouraged. Keep being encouraged. And like I tell you, God give us the tools all the time. Like the shovel is the tool used to dig up the root or old plant. The tools to help dig you up or help you out of that point where you feel like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what my exit strategy is. I am that coach that can help you. And just talking about it is going to be the help. Don't feel shame about that. Come on. Even mentors have mentors. I've learned that. With the leaders that God has given me. All of my leaders have leaders. Because you got to still be learning and growing. Come on. So if y'all need that help, just click on, and also click in the comments on here and on YouTube in the bio. I'm going to put my website. God helped me create a website, y'all. Something I thought I couldn't do. I was seeking help from everybody else. And God said, nope. All I need you to do is try. And look what God did. He helped me create that beautiful website that me and him created. My first one ever. So that's what he's telling you to do too. It ain't as hard as it seems. It's just trying. And stop making excuses. I'm talking about all of us. Because I could have easily went in there, took a shower, got in the bed, didn't do what God said do. He would have burdened my heart with that. That's God chastising. I don't like that feeling. Nah. So if you didn't look strange to anybody else, we can't worry about that. Do what God commanded upon your life and let his glory shine through you. Because you're going to have a sense of peace doing what God tells you to do. And you will see so much growth in your life that you don't have to. And then when you see that growth, I'm going to say this and I'm going to let y'all go. Once you see that growth in your life through you doing stuff like this, watching stuff that's growing you, you're going to be like, okay, what's the next step? What's the next level to this? And you don't have to wait on nobody to tell you what to do. You're going to know in your spirit what to do. People going to be like, how you know to do this? I know it because I get so intentional of praying and talking to God, taking the action, and he always give us the next step. Instead of being distracted about what anybody else think. I said it. Not worrying about their validation. God is the ultimate validator. Yeah. Yeah. He'll bless you with so much peace when you start really working on yourself with the things you feel like that's dragging you down. He will. He will. And it's a great feeling to actually heal from hurt. To be able to pray for people that hurt you. To be able to look at your old you. And I seen this today on my phone. I don't know if y'all familiar with our phone sometime. It'll have like, I went to my Google pictures. And it, for some reason, it made a collage, an older picture of me to like one I just recently took. And that in itself made me smile. And it wasn't always about the outward appearance, how I look. I could see my eyes just looked more happier. Yeah, the fruit of our healing get apparent even to yourself. Somebody else might have seen like the old me and the me now and wouldn't have seen the difference. But God has given me the spiritual eyes to be able to discern and to see the difference even in that in itself. And that was so rewarding. Yeah, so rewarding. It ain't always about the outward appearance. It's about that heart. It's about that heart, y'all. It's about getting our heart together. That way we can exude the energy out to help other people. Just by your smile in itself. You telling somebody, hey, and how you doing in itself. Yeah, it take healing. Come on. Your energy don't lie. So let's get our hearts together for this season so we can really live with our victorious selves around here. Come on now. We victorious ones for the kingdom of God, y'all. For God. That's a high honor. For God to choose us to be victorious in spite of the past, in spite of what the paperwork might have looked like, he'll take it and make like nothing happen. Y'all listen to what I tell you. He'll make it like nothing happened. And he'll fix your life up so good. Because that's what he's doing for me daily. And I'm grateful for that. Yeah, I'm grateful for that. He gonna use your testimony to help other people. But you have to start healing in order for your testimony to really exude the energy that it needs to inspire other people. Because you got a job and an assignment too on your life. Yeah. And the assignment in this season, God say this your season to heal. Stop ignoring the pain. Stop burying the pain. Stop blaming other people. It was what it was, but now it's now. Now it is what it is. It is what it is to start healing. So y'all be encouraged. I love y'all. And once again, I thank all of y'all for supporting the victorious ones. I thank all of y'all for passing on and sharing the group on. Because we need to grow this for God. This ain't for your Coach Monica. This just me being an obedient vessel to do what he's telling me to do. But this his assignment that he didn't put on my life. Y'all, so I got to do what God say do in spite of. God don't play. When he tell you to do something, you don't do it. So I'm going to do it. Because he has given me my voice back. He is giving me my smile back. He has given me my joy. Not the world, not materialistic things, not people. God. God is the glory to everything that's enfolded in my life. He is. He is. And I'm so grateful and honored that God has chosen me to be able to be the willing vessel to help his victorious ones. I love y'all. Y'all be blessed now and have a blessed night.